All right, Ed, can you tell me how the whole Anderson Silva joining UFC 200 came about from your perspective?
Well, it wasn't from my perspective. It's how it went down. Laying on the couch in my hotel room on Wednesday night, I heard that John Jones got pulled from the card. I called Glover first because that's our fighter. He was sleeping already, and there was no way for Glover to be able to make the weight on Wednesday night. He's a big light heavyweight. So I just kind of put it to rest, and the next thing I know, I get a text message from Anderson saying, I want to fight you guys. And then I called him, and I go, dude, you serious? He goes, yeah, man, let's fight. So I text Dana. 5 minutes later, Dana called me back. I said, hey, Anderson wants to take the fight for me. He goes, are you fucking serious? I go, yeah, I'm serious. And he goes, I'll make that fight. And I go, let me call him to make sure, confirm. So then we went and did that. After that, I called Dana. I said he wants to fight. He said, great. Then Dana called me back a little bit later and said, it's for 5 rounds, right? And I said, well, yeah, I think so. Let me check with Anderson. And then Anderson said, no, man, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight 5 rounds. I want to fight 3 rounds because I haven't been training. To be honest with you, Anderson didn't train for this fight. He didn't train. I mean, he had gallbladder surgery 48 days ago, and the first time he even moved around and did anything was on Wednesday night. He went to the gym without even knowing and just hit some mitts, hit the bag a little bit of sweat, and then he got the report of that, and then he called me. So I mean, that's pretty much how it went down, and then it kind of went back and forth. Dana wanted to do it for 5. I told him I wanted to do it for 3. Kind of told him the whole situation, and then on Thursday morning at around 11:30, Dana says, hey, I got to pull the trigger, and then we came to the conclusion of we agreed that it was going to be for 3 rounds, and the rest is history.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen Anderson's hand raised inside the cage. Do you think tonight is going to have any bearing on his legacy in the sport?
As far as
still being viewed as one of the greatest of all time.
He's the greatest of all time, regardless of the results tonight. Nobody else has the balls to do what he did. To fight the champion of the division above him when he knows that he didn't train for the past 2 months. Didn't train, didn't hit a mitt, didn't hit a glove, didn't do anything. Come on. You know what I mean? He took the light heavyweight champ to a decision, man. And you know what? Who knows what happened in 5. With all due respect, Cormier said something that made a lot of sense. I mean, it was a very high-risk, low-reward fight. And you got to take your hat off to him for being the champion and stepping up and taking the fight. Because maybe some guys wouldn't have. But if he wouldn't have took the fight, it kind of would have made him look bad too. You know what I'm saying? But I just got to say, at the end of the day, I mean, it all worked out, and in our eyes, it was a victory. But it was a victory for himself because he fought with excitement and was happy about it. So that's what's most important. At this point in his life, he's done everything that he has to do, and now it's just a matter of enjoying himself and him having a good time while he's in there.